Okay. Are the slides visible to you? Slides visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Class? Okay. Please, सबैजनाले कपीमा नोट चाहिँ गर है स्ट्रक्चर्स तिमीहरूले मिस्टेक गर्छौ अनि पछि गाह्रो हुन्छ वी क्यान नट कसैको अन छ प्लिज अफ गर माइक अन छ समवान्स माइक इज अन प्लिज अफ गर साउन्ड आइरहेछ चेक क्लास somebody's mic is on off गर डिस्टर्बेन्स आइरहेछ Okay, Unit 2 is all about appearance. Okay, Unit 2 means appearance. What do you understand by appearance? Take the mic off. Okay, appearance means what you see. All right. So, who is that? Appearance, judging from appearance. You judge people from their appearance. Judge गर्छौ. All right. So when we see, we use look. We use what is the structure? Structure with look. हैन देखेको भयो. Look with adjective. So whenever there is adjective, we use only look. So she looks beautiful. He looks handsome. He looks smart. Okay. And if it is a noun, के हुन्छ? Look like is used with noun. Okay. So she looks like my sister. He looks like Rajesh Amal. It looks like a donkey. So then look as if as though is used with a clause. Look as if as though is used with a clause. So what will you do? If it is an adjective, look matre laउने. Noun cha compare गर्न मिल्छ भने look like. If it is a clause, as if as though laउने and any clause. So from unit 2, 2.1 practice part, picture दिँदैन, but this is how it is asked. Okay. See, first picture, make similar comments using the words given below. Look line. All right. He needs a wash. Clause भयो. He looks as if he needs a wash, isn't it? Rather aggressive. Adjective हो. So he looks rather aggressive. A tramp. Tramp भनेको खाते भने. So noun. He looks like a tramp. Angry. So he looks angry. He's going to start a fight. He looks as if he's going to start a fight. Second picture, you see something gadget jasto sir. Terribly complicated. Adjective ho, so it looks terribly complicated. It looks as though it costs a lot. It looks very elegant. It looks like something from outer space. It looks as if it gives excellent reproduction. So तिमीले identify गर्ने adjective हो, noun हो कि clause हो, and accordingly यही तीनटा structure मा हुन्छ. So all the exercises जति पनि look भनेर सोधिएको छ, it just follow this one, you will not go wrong. Okay. Last one, a honeymoon couple. So now they look like a honeymoon couple. They are celebrating. They look as if they are celebrating. They look as though they are in love. They look happy. They look as if they have just got some good news. So this is how you identify. अब अर्को कुरा तिमीले ध्यान दिने के छ भने look and looks. Structure मिलाउँछौ, but then look को सट्टामा if you write looks, the sentence wrong हुन्छ. Why? Do does को formula लाग्छ. जहाँ do लाग्छ look हुन्छ, जहाँ does लाग्छ looks हुन्छ. Okay, so this is all about look, adjective, look like, noun, and look as if as though. Now 2.2. Yes, who is that? Yes, look as if and look as though. A complete clause must be used with look as if and as though. Here you can use different tenses. त्यो कुरा देख्दाखेरि तिमीलाई पास्टमा केही भइसक्यो जस्तो लाग्यो भने you can say it looks as if something has happened. अब प्रेजेन्टमा भन्यो भने it looks as if something is happening. फ्युचरमा केही हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो भने it looks as though this is going to happen. Just an example, you see someone climbing through a window. So चाबी बिर्स्यो होला हेर्दाखेरि. So it looks as if he has forgotten his door keys. It looks as though he is going to rob the house. It looks as if he is going to get caught, पकड़ा खान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ. So past, present or future, any tense can be used. So the first part of unit 2.2, a complete clause must be used with look as though, as if को ठाउँमा as though use गर्दा हुन्छ, and you can use it in any tense. Okay, the second part of this, what we have here is, we have, instead of look, हाम्रो पाँचवटा sense organs छ, isn't it? आँखा छ, we have eyes, nose, tongue, isn't it? And then ears, and then skin. So instead of look, we can use sound, we can use feel, smell, and taste. So you can hear people singing next door. So they sound as if they are celebrating. When you open the door of your flat, there is a strong smell of smoke. So it smells as if something is burning. When you touch your writing desk, you notice it is sticky. So it feels as if someone has spilled something. So when you drink a glass of water, you realize it certainly isn't ordinary drinking water. So it tastes as if someone has mixed something. So this was all about look. Look for titi samjhyo bhane, you can do the exercises with look. It is very, very, very important. I had also discussed from the workbook 2.2, identifying with like. This is asked many times in the examination. Continue the following remarks with look, sound, smell, feel, or taste, and like, isn't it? So, surely he is not a manual worker, so he looks like a businessman to me. Are you sure this is tea? It tastes like coffee. I wonder who wrote that music. Music sunincha, so it sounds like A.R. Rahman. He has got a foreign accent. Accent bolli lawacho. So he sounds like a Maithili. It sounds like American, British. Then this material is very soft. It feels like cotton. What is that you are cooking? It smells like mutton. They have got very similar faces. They look like twins. This isn't real leather. So it feels like synthetic. It looks like synthetic. I have got something in my shoe. It feels like a pebble. I don't think you made this cake yourself. It tastes like bakery. So, यति तिमीले याद गर्यौ भने look as if as though को structure को तिमीले त्यति exercise गर्न सक्छौ. Now the next is 2.3. This is also very, very, very important. Unit 2 बाट यो पनि एकदम धेरै exam मा सोधिन्छ. General impression seen. Okay. So what is the difference? Look by seeing appearance ले मात्रै हो भने seems is from all his character. उसको आनी बानी उसको अरु character ले गरेर you seem यस्तो लाग्छ. Okay. Seems is followed by to plus infinitive. Before adjectives, to be can be omitted. जस्तै he seems happy, he seems to be happy. दुईटै हुन्छ. To be नलेख्दा पनि हुन्छ. Sure लाग्दैन, so he seems to be happy भन. Then you will be sure. So here the basic thing is what is there? Seems is followed by to infinitive. Okay. Then there are some other rules. When we talk about the past, we use seem plus past infinitive or to have plus past participle. He seems to have lived a very interesting life. The negative of seems is doesn't seem to. Okay. For example, he doesn't seem to spend much time indoors. He doesn't seem to be keen on gardening. So it's a negative type. So when do we use seem? Naya manche aaya class na, a new student or a new teacher. So he looks smart, isn't it? And now he starts speaking. He seems to be well prepared, isn't it? He seems to have prepared well. Then he says, please don't make noise. He seems to be strict. So this is how you judge people from the activities they do. So here the exercise that is there in the book in page 12 is Mr. Harvey's neighbors don't know him very well, but as far as they can tell, he is very friendly. So Mr. Harvey is new in the neighborhood. Okay, so his neighbors are just guessing about him. He is very friendly. He seems to be very friendly. He isn't very rich. He doesn't seem to be very rich. He is happily married. He seems to be happily married. He is some kind of businessman. He seems to be some kind of businessman. He doesn't spend much time out of doors. So, he doesn't spend much time out of doors. So, how will you say? He doesn't seem to spend much time out of doors. He watches television a lot. He seems to watch television or laugh. Then he has lived a very interesting life. He seems to have lived a very interesting life. Okay, so this is all how you will use seem in the examination. How it is asked: sentences are given, rewrite the sentences using seem. That is all you have to do. So these are the rules you follow. Seems followed by two infinitive. If there are adjectives to be छोड्दा पनि हुन्छ, but if you are not sure, you can write. Okay, then for talking about the past, seem plus past infinitive, to have plus past participle. Okay, then the negative of seems is doesn't seem. Then this is all you learn in this. Now more exercises are there. Here are some things you have noticed about Mr. Harvey. What do they suggest to you about him? Talk about him using seem. Exam ma Mr. Harvey ko sata Mr. Chetri, Mr. Thapa bhanna dincha. He never stops to chat with you if you have got your dog with you. So you are going on a walk with your dog. Mr. Harvey doesn't talk to you. That means he does not seem to like dog, or he seems to be afraid of dogs. Just so you can like comfortable, negative, positive, you can write. Even in the past, you can write. He seems to be afraid of dogs. Very simple. His front garden always looks a bit neglected. The neglect he doesn't seem to enjoy gardening. He doesn't seem to like gardening. There are African masks on the walls of his sitting room. He seems to have lived in Africa. He seems to be fond of African culture. He seems to like African culture. He seems to be an African, something like this. So the postman always delivers a lot of letters with foreign stamps to his house. He seems to know a lot of people around the world. He seems to have many friends around the world. You only see his children during the school holidays. So subject here is children. So no seems, only seem. His children, plural, seem to be at boarding school. His children seem to be at boarding school. Then he usually carries a walking stick when he goes out. So he seems to be old. So this is how you talk about people using seem. Okay. Now the next thing we have here in Unit 3 is describing people. Whenever we describe people, there are a lot of things that we describe. We describe a person's height, a person's hair, a person's build, शारीरिक बनावट. We describe a person's complexion, छालाको रङ, and then we describe the facial features. Okay, and then other special features that are there. Okay, so let us come one by one. Just the vocabulary, most of them तिमीहरूलाई थाहा छँदैछ पनि एक दुईटा नयाँ होला. So let us discuss hair. Whenever we talk about a person's hair, first we talk about the color of the hair. Dark, black, blonde, brown is the color. Then the texture, straight, wavy, curly. Then we come to the length. Suppose I talk about my hair, I can say I have brown, isn't it? Comma, straight, shoulder length hair. Okay, this is how. Now face. Some people have square face, some have round, some have oval, some have long face, some have thin face. Okay. When we talk about the eyes can be large, they can be small, they can be narrow, they can be wide, they can be slanting. Some people talk as chinky eyes, that Chinese type of eyes. Eyebrows can be thin, can be thick, can be bushy. Nose can be straight, can be pointed, snub tips or nose, hooked, crooked, bango nose. Lips can be full and can be thin. Okay, chin, pointed, okay, cleft chin, and then double chin. Okay, what are the special features? Beard, mustache, isn't it? Sideburns, fringe, we have parting, receding hairline, people have moles, alright. Then people have dimples, wrinkles, people have wrinkles, and then freckles are there. Freckles vaneko marks huncha. So this is all the vocabulary that is used when you describe people's facial features. There are some more. Complexion, छालाको रङ. We never say somebody is black, somebody is white, brown. कहिले पनि नभन्ने. Why? This is racist language. त्यसरी नभन्ने. What do we say? We use someone is fair. We can say someone is dark, Swarthy or wheatish. Wheatish भनेको गहुँ गोरो. So our complexion, we are neither fair nor dark. We are kind of wheatish, okay? Then about the height of a person, medium height, we talk about short height and then tall. If you know, you can say about 6 feet tall. Then about the build, 1 hour. Some people are slim, some are broad shouldered, some are narrow shouldered, some are heavily built, slightly built. These are different vocabulary we use to describe people. Now let us read the paragraphs given here. Those of you who have the book can go to the listening part my सक्छौ. I'll just read it out and let us see कसरी describe गर्छ मान्छेले, how it is described. Okay, describing people. Look at the book, page 167. Okay, the man has got straight dark hair. It is fairly short. He has got a parting. Okay, he is slightly bald with a receding hairline. Okay, bald भनेको छिन्ने. Then he has got sideburns. Okay, sideburns on the each side of his face. He has got a square face with quite a few wrinkles. His nose is slightly crooked. He has got a cleft chin. भनेको यस्तो भएको. So if you refer to the picture, you see that picture number 1 person is same. Okay. Then we come to the next one. The woman has shoulder length, wavy blonde hair. She has got quite a long face with a pointed chin, and her nose is long and pointed too. She has got thin lips, freckles are there, and she has got a dimple in one cheek. So these are different qualities that are given about it. Okay, so you see, if you see the picture number 5 suits with this description. So this is how people are described. Now if you have a doubt how you describe people, how questions are asked, see, I have this question paper with you, this Nissan question paper. Oh, write a physical description of yourself in about 50 words. So you सबै vocabulary use गरेर you will try and expressing yourself. अहिले म कसैलाई सोध्छु आफूलाई describe गर्न. Let us see how much you have got. Okay, now we have guessing ages. What is guessing ages? कसैको पनि age, can you tell somebody's age? Neither can you tell my exact age, nor can I tell your exact age. किनभने you people also, some of you must be only 16, some of you may be 17, others may be 18, some may be already 19. Yes or no? तर unless I see your birth certificate, I cannot tell the exact age. So I will guess. मलाई हेरेर गेस गर्ने हो. कोही अलिक सानो खालको देखिन्छ भने मेबी यु आर इन योर मिड टिन्स भनिन्छ. कोही अलिक मेच्योर देखियो भने विल से यु आर इन योर लेट टिन्स, 18-19 वर्ष होला भनेर. Politics पनि होइन, language हो. So how we discuss, how we talk in language. The 70s, 70 were 79, the whole decade is 70s. 60 were 69, 60s. Okay, 50 to 59, 50s. S लाउँदा पनि हुन्छ, IES लेख्दा पनि हुन्छ. If someone was born in 71, 2 or 3, early 70s. If 4, 5, 6, mid. If 77, 78, 79, late. Now if we calculate the percentage, 2020 were minus गर्ने, and then if you get 48, suppose 40s भयो, isn't it? 8 भनेको के हो त? Late. So therefore he is in his late 40s. त्यसरी calculate गर्ने. So this is the basic way of guessing people's ages. कहाँ काम so little higher level. After that, we have short questions from literature. Answer any five of the following. 3 marks ko huncha. One question तिम्रो grandmother kai छ हेर. What is the central idea of the poem grandmother? So what you can write this. You comprehension गर्न सक्छौ, यो गर्न सक्छौ. 18 marks तिमीले गर्न सकिसक्यौ. Just see. After that we have one long question from literature, 10 marks को obviously. त्यसपछि 6 into 5 6 वटा तिम्रो grammar. In grammar also one question is there from unit 1 हेर. Continue the remarks below referring to a new experience. My feet are killing me. 1.6 go. This is the first time I am wearing heels. This is the first time I have walked such a long distance. I can't get to sleep. I have never slept in a tent before. Which is so. Then from unit 2, there are writing. Write a physical description of yourself in about 50 words. Write a physical description of yourself in about 50 words. Okay. Then ortho free writing. Some people believe that reading is the best pastime. Argue for or against this. Yes, yeah, no भनेर त्यसको लागि arguments दिने. Okay. Then अर्को free writing पनि छ. 10 marks. Write a job application for the post of a receptionist in a private company. Prepare a CV for the same as well. So this one from unit 1, what you have learned is you have learned to talk about your experiences and achievements, present perfect and simple past. So यति क्वेसनमा तिमीले 10, 20, 30 marks, 35 अनि 35 अनि 15 marks. So almost 60 marks per question you can generally do attempt गर्न अहिले सक्यो without learning the literature and grammar भर्खर lesson सुरु गर्दा. So English you can attempt nicely. त्यसमा पनि grammar हामीले सबै सक्दाखेरि so it will be very easy for you if you start practicing from now itself. For as of now, I want to discuss grandmother once again finally so that you can do the exercises easily. Grandmother unit 1 and 2 final choti मैले discuss गरे. I'm not going to discuss any more now. Okay. Next class I shall be discussing unit 3. Okay. Okay. The poem starts like this. Grandmother, a poem by Ray Young Bear from the unit Love and Reminiscence. If I were to see her shape from a mile away, I would know so quickly that it would be her. So he says that he can identify his grandmother even if he sees her from a mile away. And the other two things that he remembers about her are the purple scarf and the plastic shopping bag. So these things generally in this poem we see that this poem starts very unconventionally. जुन कुरा सबै पोएममा हुन्छ त्योभन्दा फरक छ. That is, it starts with all small letter. It starts with a conditional sentence. If बाट start छ, and then I is also written in small. In the first paragraph, we see that there are images that appeal to different senses. They especially appeal to the sense of sight because her shape, the purple scarf, and the plastic shopping bag. Another thing, the plastic shopping bag could indicate his grandmother's poverty because if she was rich, she would be carrying another bag instead of carrying the shopping bag, which is freely available, isn't it? Another thing, as a child, maybe he has received a lot of things from that plastic shopping bag, hence he is portraying his grandmother as all loving. All right. Now, the next paragraph says, if I felt hands on my head, I would know that those were her hands, warm and damp with the smell of roots. So he says that it shows that she was so affectionate, loving, caring, isn't it? Someone who would keep her hands on his head. Her hands were warm and damp, and then they would have the smell of roots. So warm and damp appeals to the sense of touch, and smell of root appeals to the sense of smell. However, this shows his grandmother's work ethic, work culture. It shows that his grandmother belonged to the agricultural community, and she, even though she was old because of her poverty, she had to work hard in the fields. And whenever he remembers that smell also, he can remember about her. Now the last paragraph says that if I heard a voice coming from a rock, I would know, and her words would flow inside me like the light of someone stirring ashes from a sleeping fire at night. So, this paragraph here it shows how inspiring his grandmother was for him. Here, the poet has used different symbols. The rock here symbolizes the grave. What we should understand is that the poet has been very close to his grandmother. He has lived with her for many years. He has known her and at one level, and at another level it is the search for identity, or the native Indian search for identity. And the poet belongs to the member of the Misaki tribe or the Red Indian native of America, and generally these people were always suppressed by the white people. So through this poem the poet wants to search for the identity of his native culture, and he wants to search for his cultural identity. That we will discuss more further in towards the last slides. Okay, in this poem we also see that the tone is there. The tone is actually the author's attitude towards the subject matter. When we talk about the tone is nostalgic or yearning for the past, wanting to go back to the past because he wants to go back in his childhood. The structure is the way a certain content is presented. Structure is one out, isn't it? Or the technical aspects. There are different things that the poem has different structures from other poems. Generally, poems do not start with conditional sentence. Here, if I were to see her from a mile away, if I felt hands on the head, if I heard a voice, so all the sentences are starting with the conditional. Sentences begin with small letters, isn't it? As opposed to convention. Convention means you, they, I, go. Use of I instead of capital, and then different literary devices are used like images and symbols. All right. So images, when we talk about the images here, we come to the what is imagery? It's a visually descriptive or figurative language. That means a language where when we read something, we close our eyes, certain image comes to our mind, right? So what is the use? The function of the image is that authors they use imagery to create emotion. In writing, it serves to deepen the reader's understanding of what is going on and how to feel about something. Visual imagery relates to sight. Tactile imagery relates to touch. Olfactory relates to smell. And imagery relates to hearing. So these are all about different imagery used in the poem. All right. Now, basically, when we talk about this poem, these points I have written it down for you so that it will be easy for you to write the answer. Grandparents are always more experienced than us. They have more wisdom than us. Therefore, they always give to us through their advice. So the wisdom he got from his grandmother helps to search for identity of the Native American people. Here, the poem not only expresses the poet's love and respect towards his grandmother, but he uses his grandmother as an epitome for Native Americans. Like, if you remember any Native American grandmother, now this poet's grandmother is there in our mind. The poem has used so many symbols. It is rich in symbols and it brings images that brings out the typical picture of a Misaki grandmother. When we read this poem, picture of Nepali grandmother doesn't come to our mind because they do not wear the purple scarf, they do not carry this plastic shopping bag. Many of our grandmothers, maybe they don't work in agricultural field also, isn't it? So and symbol the here the voice coming from a rock. The rock symbolizes the grandmother's grave, and mother are always associated with land, isn't it? So that is why through his grandmother he wants to search for his identity. The grandmother is portrayed as all loving, affectionate, and inspiring. So in the first paragraph, loving, affectionate, she has put hand on head, inspiring because her words inspire him. Now, little bit about Native Americans. I had asked you to do a bit of research here. And who are Native Americans? They are also known as American Indians or the indigenous Americans. So let us go back to history. As you all know, America was discovered by Columbus when he set out to search for India. So he reached there, and when he reached there, he thought he had reached Indian Ocean. So he called the peoples Indian. Later, he termed them, they were termed as Red Indians. Okay. The poet here in the poem sustains the ethics, the values, the norms of the Mesaki tribe. We can feel the rustic scene of American countryside where the tribe resides. The picture, the smell of root, the grandmother's warm and damp hands, the ashes, stirring of ashes, all these things make us remind us of the countryside. And through this poem, actually, the poet wants to show that how the Misaki people were suppressed by the white Americans. However, they continue to uh, reside in the parts of America. Here, actually, in this poem, the poet has used different images to discover two intertwined themes, two interconnected themes. One is the recollection of his grandmother at one level, another is the search for identity. There are different images like the purple scarf, the plastic shopping bag, and the light. They appeal to the sense of sight. These images have a symbolic link to the Indian culture. Now, the plastic shopping bag, as I already told you, this indicates the poverty of the tribe. The light always indicates spirituality. The light here in the slide also you can see the light of education, isn't it? असतोमा सद्गमय भन्छ नि त्यस लाइटबाट अँध्यारोबाट उज्यालोतिर जाने, isn't it? So every light is associated with spirituality. We start something new, we light a fire, isn't it? We any function, we have to light something. Anything good or bad, light is there, and light always guides us. And so lights plays a very important thing. The images like smell of root appeals to our sense of smell. However, it shows that his grandmother's work culture. It shows how his grandmother, where she worked. However, she enjoyed working very closely with nature. The voice appeals to sense of hearing. And through the voice, grandmother was always giving him advice, telling him lots of things about his culture, about the philosophy, about the teachings about his culture. So the legacy that his grandmother has been giving comes here through the voice. So by using different images, the poet has symbolically linked his grandmother to the lost culture of the Indian tribe. So with all these things, you should be able to answer the questions that I have given you in the previous slide. Now I'll ask some of you some questions. Let us see how much you have understood. Okay. Yes. Nima Kanchi Sherpa, describe yourself. Tell me 2, 3 sentences to describe yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Describe yourself. We just learned describing people, ni? So describe yourself. You describe yourself like
I
I am. I am.
I am Nina, and I look like spring. I have thin hair with brown color here. I have narrow eyes. I have long side nose. Mm,
Then what about your physical structure, your complexion?
I have thin and this much.
Okay. Rihal Sapa. Rihal Sapa.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, describe yourself. Describe yourself. First, describe your structure, okay? Body structure, your complexion, your height, and then go to the facial features. Yes.
I am Rahel and my hair is brown, and then my face is round, and my eyes is the slur, and I have my my
How tall are you? How tall are you?
my height is about 5 inch.
Your 5 feet? Okay. Your bill?
Ma'am,
Sorry, your bill?
sorry, ma'am, I can't understand you.
Your bill. Now, you are slim, you are fat, you are.
Oh, I am thin. And
Complexion? Complexion? Color of your skin?
I am just
Are you fair? Are you dark? Or are you whitish?
I am fair.
Okay, I am fair. Sachin Trivedi. Sachin Trivedi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, describe, give a police description. 2-3 lines बनायो a criminal को police description. How will you write?
About
Anyone? आफूलाई describe गर्दा पनि हुन्छ. Just this description. How will you give? Here is the description of a man.
I have got black hair with oval face. I have got small eyes and pointed nose. I am about 5 feet tall. And
Good.
I
Yes,
have
continue.
got weight color.
Okay, good. Okay, this much if you know, you will be able to. So is unit 2 and grandmother clear to everyone? Yes? Abhiraj? Okay. So, okay, I'm ending the class now. Time is also over. So next class, we will do meaning into words unit 3, okay? Unit 3, 4, and then we'll go to literature, okay? Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, thank you. Bye.